Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dominion Gaming TV. My name is Wolf and I bring to you some more Starcraft 2 action, and this is going to be game number 2 of our 2 players from I48 in the group stages of the qualifying round to get into the ESET UK Masters. Let's introduce our 2 players spawning in the bottom left hand side on Daybreak. He's playing for Team Carnage. His name is Smug. Alright, now his opponent, their team, has actually been playing quite a few games on this channel unintentionally, getting the free promotions. He's from Fragmasters. His name is Stone. Oh yes. Now I do actually find it quite amusing how absolutely every caster now, they do the whole insert delete thing when doing their introductions. It's just something that has started and now everyone does it for some apparent reason. But yeah, apparently it's a thing, and it's apparently high production value to be able to use certain keys on your keyboard, if you know what I mean. It's apparently it's good, but time will tell. Now we have Overlord going out across the map, going to be going to that infamous location where you cannot be seen unless you have something floating next to it. Actually, Overlord looked kind of awesome, you must admit that. People just call them crabs, but floating crabs, but they really need to deserve more respect than what they get. Smug going to be going a 2-rax here, probably going to be looking to put on a bit of pressure. There is a chance that he will be going into something. No, he's got no gas, so it will not be any sort of Reaper play. He could be going for a bunker play, I guess, at the natural. It is a high possibility here. Spawning pool is on the way. The Overlord has scattered out what is happening here. Natural expand and has been taken, but I don't think actually the SCV will be able to get there in time. I just don't think it will. There's a chance it will, but I don't think it'll get the bunker down though. Alright, so let's have a look. Some beeping happening apparently. Apparently I can't press too many keys while casting or else something will happen. Marine's going to be going out across the map now. SCV just scouting out what's in the main base. No Zerglings are on the way just of yet, but they will be now. Now the bunker does go down in actually quite an okay location. A bunch of Zerglings are coming out. The second SCV is here if needed. Needs to be very careful though, because once the drones come down they could get a good surround on the Marine. Additional Marines are going to be coming out across the map to be able to do whatever they can. They will start firing down onto the Marine. The Marine has to be very careful. For some reason, the Marines start shooting at the rocks for some apparent reason. A bit of a misclick here. The SCV repairing the building the bunker is almost dead. All he needs to do is get the SCV in there, and he'll be fine. Which is exactly what he's going to try and do, but he does actually allow it. There's just a few seconds to go. He needs to get his Marines inside and he will be safe for the time being, but the bunker will go down very quickly after killing off quite a few little units here. He needs to focus fire down onto that spine crawler or else it will go down. The Marine has to be quite careful and just keep on repairing that bunker where possible. Going to be shooting actually on the hatchery here. 10 Zerglings are out along the way. Smug looking to get an expansion behind this. The spine crawler will actually be able to poke at the bunker now, and a bunch of Zerglings will end up dying because it's not careful enough. But there is no actually any there's no SCV here to repair, so the spine crawler will kill off the bunker. Going to be putting on a bit of pressure here, but deciding to back up because of that spine crawler being able to 2-hit absolutely everything. The command center is about third complete done here. It seems that the Overlord over here was able to be killed. Going to be leaving behind this poor Marine who's going to die a miserable death, but no, the Zerglings go past him and he will live another day. So he's going to be moving out across the map towards Smug's base. Smug. That poor Marine is going to die, but that terrible death that I was talking about dies so so gruesomely. Complete 4-axe barracks across the front. That is something I did not expect. I think Smug anticipates some sort of baneling bust happening here, but that's just not going to be happening. The natural is now complete, but I think this is almost a bit overkill right now, because he won't be able to get any add-ons onto any of them except for this N one. So I don't really think this is all that efficient with his barracks. I think he could have just put them up on the high ground and kept the two bunkers here, but apparently he feels otherwise. Something must have ticked him off about it. Now, just going to be droning up and getting that metabolic boost for his lings while getting the lair upgrade. This lair upgrade is more than likely going to be going for something along the lines of, to counter that bio force, which seems to be coming out of the choice of Smug. So Lingbane Muta is a possibility, as well as getting some infestors, but apparently infestors are not the unit you want anymore against Zerg. Now these buildings aren't actually even building, they actually only started just now. Getting the stim upgrade simply because stim is good. Feel that Stone could have taken an expand here, but decides against it and just decides to get up the lair beforehand. Going to be putting on a bit of mid-game pressure, I think. Now apparently I keep on disconnecting from Blizzard. I know I said I would get rid of that, but I completely forgot. Jesus Christ, that's really annoying now. I might have to do something about it. Not a whole lot happening right now. Getting the factory tech as well as the 2 eBays to get the upgrades that he needs to be able to sustain a good, viable combat force versus his opponent. 1-1 is on the way for Stone right here. Apparently I'll be dropping frames. And actually apparently I got quite a large amount of ping. Luckily I'm just doing a replay. Spire is on the way for Stone. Stone looking to go for that Muta play, which is actually quite strong. Getting the 3rd base, I think this is actually very delayed considering he's getting the Spire already. And it's actually very delayed considering he's getting it at the 10-minute mark, which used to be considered standard against Terran, but I do feel getting it at the 6 to 7 minute mark is ideal, especially versus a Terran who doesn't look to put on a bit of pressure. They can't really put on a whole lot of pressure between the 6 to 7 minute mark unless they do some sort of cheesy all-in. Now a whole bunch of upgrades going to be happening here for each of our players. Actually, so far, so many upgrades. It's behind the overlay here. +1/+1 is on the way, as well as getting additional medevacs, getting the armory for the possibility of being able to get these +2/+2. Going to be a reactor going down onto the factory. It seems to be the standard play for Terran at the moment, going Bioforce into getting going bio with mines and medevacs. Seems to be the standard right now. Marines going to be coming down here to clear out this one Zergling. This one Zergling is going to have a very bad day. Let's actually have a look at this sexy Zergling. The Zergling has not actually been killed yet. I'm actually quite surprised by this. Let's see what happens. Baneling Nest is actually coming in here. The Marines, they will move forward. They will just say hello. And the Zergling will die. Now, +1 fly attacks is on the way, as well as +2/+2. Spore Crawl is going to be going out around the base just to be able to repel any sort of drop play that's to come out of Smug. Infestation Pick going to be coming in here, more than likely going to be using that to go to Hive. Infestors are a possibility as well. Also, maybe Swarm Host, but he would need quite a large number of them, and to do any sort of surprise timing attack. Actually, he could still go Swarm Host at the moment, but it's just I just doubt it at in this situation. He's going Ling Bane Muta, so the obvious transition is going to be those Ultras. Ultras are so strong. Centrifugal Hooks is on the way. Now it looks like Smug is looking to put on a bit of pressure here, going to clear out some creep tumors. He needs to be careful though of the Banelings up at the top of the ramp. If he tries to go up there, he will get a nasty surprise. His Banelings actually should probably move in and maybe do a Baneling mine, but it's too late. He's going to be going in here, spreading in, stimming in, and the Zerglings will get a good surround on this big clump to the bottom. He does micro a little bit back, but he loses quite a few units in the meantime. He's actually spread out quite well considering the Banelings are there. All the Banelings will go focus fire down onto one of the Marauders, and Marauder still isn't dead yet. He will keep a fair number of his forces alive, and will actually snipe down the third here. This is really scary for Stone. Stone on such a small economy when the third base has actually been up and running for about a minute now for Smug, so this is actually very scary for Stone. He's actually going to be probably taking a double hatch one here and getting his fourth as well. It's probably the only way he can do anything. Marines and Widow Mines will be moving out across the map right now, going to put on a bit more of pressure. That's quite a large contingent of Lings, so he's going to be really careful. He could get a good surround on the Widow Mines. The Widow Mines do burrow, so it does force him to back away. Does not want to engage the Widow Mines at this stage. More creep is going to be taken out or scanned apparently from Smug. Reinforcements coming out with just additional Marines and Marauders. Third base is about halfway complete. 8 mutas do finish up. So that's actually quite a large number of mutas. How many does he have right now? He has the solid 10, which is about the... Oh wow, I didn't realize there was any medevacs over here. I feel like a complete noob now. And the medevacs will get actually taken out by the mutas. Now he's going to be going up the top here. He will be putting down the Widow Mines at the front, killing off some more creep in front of the natural of Smug. He needs to be really careful though because of this tight choke. There's a lot of Banelings being brought in here. He needs to back out, which he will. And he's just going to be very careful. More Widow Mines are going to be coming in here to defend. He's just going to be stutter stepping backwards and putting down more Widow Mines at the front. He's going to be moving back as fast as he can. All the Widow Mines are actually focus fire down onto the Banelings. So a lot of the Banelings died. There's actually no Banelings left, and all of them died. And a lot of the Zerglings died along with that. Now the all he has left are these mutas. These mutas going to be very careful. They could die really quickly. Third base has actually been taken again, but the units is stepping in here and doing more and more damage. 34 additional Lings are on the way. These mutas can't actually do much in direct engaging this. He needs to be very careful. The third base actually has been saturated on gas and whatnot for the longest time, so it's going to be coming in here trying to get a good flank. The Widow Mines will actually kill off quite a few of those Lings. Actually almost all of them die. The units will just be able to go up here and put on more and more pressure. More Widow Mines will just going to be moving forward and just slowly moving forward and be able to kill off whatever he wants. Now there actually isn't anything at this stage that Stone could do. He's just got the supply lead, the upgrade lead. He's actually even on upgrades, but the Widow Mines is going to be able to keep these Banelings at bay and they won't be able to do a thing. Now currently he's just stuck on the Ling muta tech, which isn't that great versus the army that he is versing. The Widow Mines are going to be able to kill off any sort of engaging Lings. I don't really know what Stone can do right here, right now. His Marines are set up for any sort of Baneling push just to be able to split, and he doesn't actually do any micro, but he will be able to kill off quite a few of those units without taking much losses. A massive mine hit on these mutas, all of them down to such low health. The Marine Marauder Force will be able to stim in here and kill off quite a few units, as well as that hatchery. Hatchery going to be killed off here and going to be going towards mining at the main base, long distance mining. Smug keeping up the pressure here. He's doing so much damage. He is able to kill off quite a few drones while in the course of doing this, getting that +1 as well as the +3/+3 as I said before. Some additional spine crawlers will be going up here to be able to try and do something to repel back this force, but the Widow Mines are just going to be so strong right now. He's killing off drones and Lings and mutas everywhere. The Widow Mines will get off a good connect onto the units, but it actually does quite a bit a splash damage on to Smug's units. This Marauder will be stimming forward and getting sniped down by the Mutalist. The Mutalist is going to be coming in here trying to snipe off some of the medevacs, but the Widow Mines are just doing so much damage, and Smug is just pushing in further and further. He's able to stim in, and he's going to take out these spine crawlers just before they finish. The medevacs are going to be taking damage from the spawkers, but it's just going to be too little too late. The Marines just stim again, and they will be able to whittle down the the Mutaflock to quite a small number, and he does it again and again and again. Now there's only 7 mutas right now, 4 stone. He's going to be sitting in here, coming into the main, going in towards the macro hatchery, and that's what he's going to be focus firing down. There will be the mutas there trying to do whatever they can, but there isn't just a whole lot that he can actually. The Overseer does go down. He's going to be shooting down onto the Baneling. That's no more Banelings for you, Mr. Stone. The macro hatchery does go down as well. Now a Smug, commanding lead right now, 55 supply to the 198 of Smug. Smug just going to be coming in here. He's actually commanding in a commanding lead, getting his 3rd, 4th even. GG is called, and Smug takes game number 2 from Stone. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for watching. My name has been Wolf. I'll see you guys next time.